Yeah, good morning. Good morning, all. Online students, is my voice is loud and clear? Online students, could you please confirm? Online students, is my voice is loud and clear? Yeah, others, everyone, could you please confirm? Everyone, okay, done. So in today's class, okay. So in today's class, we are going to discuss the next topic is data analytics project using Python. So last class we have seen the step-by-step process and I asked everyone to take a note of step-by-step process. So now in today's class, let us do the data analytics project step-by-step process where in this project, the first step starts with the business problem understanding, where we are going to understand the business problem, what are the project was given to us as per the client requirements, what exactly they want. And from there, data understanding, data pre-processing, analysis. Analysis is nothing but applying the various logics. You have to apply various logics or questions or something. And whatever from the question, you'll get one output. From that output, what you have observed, that one you have to write. Right? Now, starting with this one. So here, what is the business problem which we are going to work is nothing but the same data set which we have executed in the pandas. That is nothing but tips data set, right? Now in this tips data set, whatever we are having, here there is a restaurant owner. The restaurant owner wants the complete report on the sales, what are the sales was done. And what are the data was provided. From that, we have to do the analysis and submit our report. So here the sales was done for 3 days or 4 days or 10 days or 1 year. What are the sales? He has given some data set to us and he asked us to submit some report from that. Okay. So what is the first step is business problem. Is the business problem is clear? What is the business problem? So there is a restaurant and owner has given some kind of data and he want to get the analytical report. Means what are the observations you have made on that particular data. This is an example purpose, guys. Okay. Now, here, this is the data which we have received, where we are having first in the step to what we have to do, collect and load the data. So we are going to collect the data, collect from the restaurant owner, we are going to collect the data and we are going to load the data. And once we load the data, here we are having the data like this. And after collecting and loading the data, what we have to do? Understand each and every column name very clearly. So here we are having the total bill, tip amount, gender, smoker, day, time, and size. So these are the column names which were given to us. And we have to see every column name is as per the syntax. Everything is as per the syntax. No need to modify the column names. Now, what are the total bill is there? What is the meaning of total bill? Means the person they are going to, once they enter into the restaurant, they are going to make some bill amount, which is called as total bill. Along with that, they are going to give the some tip amount and gender. Along with the smoker, whether the person is smoking or not. Because if a restaurant, 2 members or 3 members are visiting. Now, smoker is related to whom? The person who paid the bill. Whether the person who has paid the bill, whether he is a smoker or non-smoker. For example, here 3 people has came. Three of them no means what? Three of them know. Yes, sir. In that one of the person is yes, sir. We don't know. The person who has paid the bill is no. We are discussing only the person who has paid the bill, not with respect to remaining people. And along with the day and time. And what are the time we have? What are the time and size? Is every column name is very clear or not? Now, sir, when you are explaining the project, it is very clear, sir. But when we are doing the project, it is finding difficult. Some students will say like this. The reason behind that is when I'm explaining the project, I will go with the each and every column name very clearly. Then only I will go to the next cell. In the next cell, what are the code I'm going to type now? There is some meaning for that. Means something will be there. Without any meaning, blindly I will not copy now. That is the reason when I'm trying to explain or when I'm explaining some concept or anything, that concept will be clear, or in terms of that particular project will be clear. When you're doing a new project, you also have to do the amount of time you have to spend. Means here, once you load the data, you have to stop immediately. Don't go to the down cell and type df.info or df.shape or something. You have to wait and you have to analyze and you have to understand each and every column name, and later you have to go. Without doing anything and without understanding the data properly, if you go to the next step in a hurry, generally what we'll be doing is, okay, next one, writing the code, it will print, execute. Without error, it has printed something, and we'll go to the next line. Error is there, non-error is there, that only we'll see, but output will not observe. And for what purpose we have written this code, that everything will not observe. That is the reason why the students will feel the difficulty in the project. So for you, the session for you is, today and tomorrow we are going to complete the data analytics using the Python. And tomorrow I'm going to share you the one data set for your assignment purpose. Other than tips data set, one data set for your assignment purpose. And along with that, I'm going to discuss with you where you can get the data sets, free data sets, so that you can select any other data set of your choice and you have to execute. Total 3 projects you have to do. So what are the 3 projects within the data analytics with Python only, guys? Data analytics with Python only. First, in the class, I'm going to do tips. This is in class. In class, I'm going to do 1. Assignment purpose 1. And choice of yours is 1. Whatever the choice you are going to select now, whichever the data set as per your choice now, this is your resume. For your resume purpose, this is the 1. These 2 should not be used in the resume. Okay. This one, whatever you are going to select, right? That is for resume purpose. Why, sir? Very simple. If you write these 2, out of these 2, anything in your resume, if other students also write in the same way, and everyone are forwarding to the company, and the other person will think that these all the people has copied somewhere. No one will assume that you have done on your own. Okay. For example, in this class, let us take first bench 5 members are there in front of me. These 5 members has given me the resumes. In that 5 members, the projects are same. Now, what is my feeling? I have to think that, okay, these 5 members are not the friends. They are separate. One person has done in the room. One person has done in the hostel. One person has done in the lab. Should I feel like that? Or should I think that these 5 members has friends, and I mean, whether friends or not, but they have copied each other. One person has done, other people has shared among themselves. Should I think in this way? In what way I have to think? Right? Whenever we get a resumes, similar kind of resumes on the same day, we'll assume that they are copied resumes. For example, one day she has shared. After 10 days or 15 days, another person has shared. I will not remember that one now. I have seen this resume somewhere. That person and this person is same. We'll not remember like that. But on the same day when we receive multiple resumes for the same job opening, automatically on the same day or next day, but for the same job role, once we receive the same kind of resumes, we assume that everyone has copied and none of the resume will get shortlisted. Finally, is the point is clear? So that is the reason why you should not use my class projects in your resume. This is reason number 1. Reason number 2, if you are using my projects in the resume, in the interview, if they ask any question in the particular project, you will see like this. Means you will try to recollect. You are seeing top side like this, your eyes are left side or right side, something you are thinking means somewhere you have by-hearted, you are recollecting that one. That is the meaning basically. When you have done on your own, complete project on your own, you only know about that one completely. Then by seeing the interview phase, you can answer. Why you have done like this means you will tell the answer. Why you have done the data cleaning like this means you will tell the answer. When whatever I am discussing in the class, that one if you are explaining to the interviewer, you will try to recollect what SRK sir has told in the class. Okay, recollecting will be there. But when you do on your own, instead of recollect, you will say that I have because the data was given like this, so I have applied like this. By seeing the interviewer face. In the interview room, how much amount of time you see the interviewer face, that much of percentage you are having the high probability to get successful in the interview. How many times you see downside or upside or something like this, your eyes you are going to move na, the less number of probability. Just observe in the real interview how much of time you are facing the interviewer face straightly without turning to left side or right side, without changing your eyes. When you see like that means when you are having the confident. When you are having the doubt, you will think like this. Your eyes will automatically move. Try. When you ask your friend a question, when your friend knows that answer, immediately they'll give on your face by saying you, they'll give instant answer. Now ask the same question which you friend also don't know. Just give a try and see, tell me tomorrow. Today you try. Your friend, you ask any question, not only subject related, any question which they know, immediately they'll give the answer by seeing your face, which they don't know. Ask a question which they don't know and see their face observation. Right? Automatically you'll understand. Then same thing in the interview also. When they know, they'll see at our face and they'll give the answer straightforward. That is, meaning is they know the subject. They are seeing left side, right side or thinking like this means they don't know subject properly. That is the meaning basically. Right? So based on these two reasons, why you should not keep my projects, whatever we are discussing in the class, that you should not keep in the resume. That is the reason. No, sir. Still, I will try like this only. I will keep your projects only. I'm a great copy paste worker. Okay. In the copy, I'm a gold medalist. Okay. Continue. Continue copy. I'm not going to stop now. Continue. If you're a gold medalist in copying, means continue. Your aim is copying and creating the resume. You are thinking from that point of view and getting the resume shortlisted only you are thinking. I'm thinking getting selected in the interview. My requirement is not getting shortlisted to get the interview calls. I don't want to fail in the interview. My aim is not interview calls. My aim is to get selected in the interview. Selected in the interview means subject is important. Getting the interview calls means copying is important. Okay, if you copy from others means maximum you will get the interview call. After that, 10 interviews you will get by copying. After that, after failing in the 9 interviews, 10th interview you will get successful. One person will say, "Arey, don't worry, first interview if you fail also don't worry. Second interview, third interview, somewhere you will get successful. Don't worry." Okay, have the patience. Stupid logic from my perspective. First interview only we have to get successful. Why we have to fail? What is the reason? We don't know subject, or we don't know how the interview process would be there, or we don't know what is the interview questions. When we know everything, why we have to fail in the interview? We have not practiced. There should be some reason. When we know all these reasons before itself, before the interview, why we have to fail in the interview? Okay. So I'm going to discuss with you the interview preparation, how you have to introduce yourself, what would be the interview questions, how you have to prepare before to your interview, and when you have to go to the interview, and all these things during the interview preparation session, we'll discuss in detail one by one, right? And some of the students will here most important thing is in the resume, your projects are going to be your experience for the all the freshers. This is your experience, guys. Your projects is your experience. For all the freshers in this class, your projects only your experience. The how many number of projects, how many variety of data sets you practice, because in one data set, one type of data cleaning required. In some data sets, some data cleaning is required. In other data sets, other data cleaning is required. The more amount of data sets you practice, the more amount of experience you gain. And this projects only is your experience. You don't need to keep any kind of fake experience or anything else. This is sufficient. Right? So this one you have to done on your own. No, sir, I will copy miss. All the best. I can say only one thing. Right? All the copy paste workers happily copy. You are here only for control C, control V miss. Do that one only. For me, no problem. Okay. Now, coming to the data set. So first we have to understand each and every column name very clearly. How much amount of time I'm spending on the each and every single cell, the same amount of time you also spend while doing the project. Automatically you'll get the subject grip. Instantly don't type the codes. After one cell completed, second cell completed, third cell, error is not there. Next third cell. Don't go in that way. Take amount of time and tell me what is the reason why you have written this code. Load the data. Open your SD step-by-step notes. In that second stage, what is the second stage? Data understanding. In the data understanding, what we have to do first? Collect and load the data. You are going to collect the data. Where the data will be there? From the Google Drive. In the Google Drive, the data is there. You are going to collect the data from the Google Drive in your case. And once it is downloaded, you are going to load that one. Why we have to use this one only? Because that data was given as a CSV file. Since CSV file has to be loaded in the Python means pd.read_CSV. Reason. For every cell, what is the reason behind that? Next, what is the next line? What is the next line you have written? Huh? Understand each and every column name very clearly. If required, take the support of domain expert. Here, you are going to understand each and every column name. For example, if the column name is not clear, you have to stop here only. You are not having the right to write the next line of code. Open the Google and type in the Google each and every column name. Check, research. Once you get a clarity, till that, don't write in the next cell any line. Stop here itself. Okay? Understand each and every column name properly. If you are not clear, stop. Then only you have to move. Now, sir, here what is the question they asked is, restaurant owner wants to have the detailed analysis. Now one of the student will have, sir, it is a good restaurant or a bad restaurant. Good restaurant or bad restaurant means ratings or reviews should be there. Whether that data is there here? No. That data is not there means that question also will not be applicable. Within the given data, what questions are eligible? What questions can be formed? Only those questions we are going to make. Which data was not given? We can't ask the restaurant owner, please provide the rating, please provide your reviews. We can't say like this. If after our analysis, we are going to show something to the client now, at least 10 days once or 15 days once, we are going to have with client meeting. When there is a client meeting, at that time we are going to show what are the things we have executed or something we are going to explain. At that time, if you say, if the client asks, hey, I want how many people are giving for me good rating or bad rating means, sir, you have not given any rating, no sir, then how we can classify that? Within the given data, what are the analysis or observations we can make, going to do. Right? Now, next one is, what is the next step? Understand each and every column name followed by column names are as per the syntax. Next. Now you have to do the data exploration on the raw data. Data exploration on the raw data means what? Data exploration on raw data means start with the shape. Understand the shape of the data. Given data, I don't know inside that missing values are there, outliers are there, I don't know anything. Just I'm understanding my raw data first very clearly. df dot shape and 244 records with 7 columns. Next, df dot d types. I'm going to understand d types. That is 2 columns are continuous, and let me cross check. Total bill is float. Okay, total bill is a continuous variable that should be either in the float or int, correct only. Next, tip amount, either it should be in the float or int, it is also correct only. Gender, smoker, day, time, these 4 of them are called as categorical variables, and these 4 of them should be in the object type. Yes, the 4 of them are in the object type only. And the size is a count variable, number of members, count variable, it should be in the int format. Yes, everything are in the correct data type. I will write in the notes, everything are in the correct data type. There is no wrong data type. So while doing the data cleaning, I no need to do the wrong data type conversion. I'll write in the notes that point. Sir, means we have to keep the notes. Huh? Okay, if no notes means write in the markdown. I mean, this one, what are the cell is there? take another cell. In this cell, you take the markdown and write the notes here itself. Point. What are the observation you have made from this? Okay. For every code, I want 3 questions. 1. Why we have to write this code? What is the code? What is the observation you have made from this code? Is the 3 questions are clear? Write in the notes. 3 questions. What is the code I have to write? What code I have to write? What code I have to write? Second, what code? What code I have to write is the question number 1. Second one is code. What and which code? Which code? Which code I have to write? Third, what is the observation I have made from this code? Observation on the output of this code. Observation on the output of the code. For every cell, if you fix these 3 questions, you'll get 100% clarity. Okay. What is, for example, if I ask shape of the data set, what code I have to write? df dot shape. Next, which code? In terms of what or which code means df dot shape. That is the code. And what is the output? What is the observation of the output you are going to observe means total 244 records with 7 columns. Next question. I want the data types of each column. What is the code? And why I have to write that code only? And what is the observation you have made from that code? For every cell you make like this. Take a question and for that question you answer all these things. Right? Now coming to the next one is info. Okay. So total 244 records with 7 columns and each column index number of 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 column names and data types. Okay. Now here what are the columns are there? I want the column names. I want the column names. For getting the column, I want column names. For that, what is the code? And what you are going to observe from that code? So first, what is the code is df dot columns. I have got the output. Next, what is the observation I have to make? All the column names are as per syntax or not. Now, if I want to convert this one to list, dot to list. Dot index should I write or no need? No need because it is not in the data frame. It is in the row already. Array y. For array, no need to write dot index. Now to list means I have got as a list. Now in this, I want to separate the continuous what is the next one? In the notes, what is the next one you have written? List the continuous variables, categorical, count variables and time series variables separately. So to take a list, what I'm going to do? This list of columns, what I have received, I'm going to copy that one. First I'm writing here continuous is equal to, and in this which are continuous variables, that one I'm going to keep. Remaining variables I'm going to delete. No need to type the variable names one by one. It will take time now. Deleting is less time only now. Similarly, I'm going to take a discrete categorical. I'm going to write discrete categorical. And here again, I'm going to paste all the column names. In that continuous variables, I'm going to separate. If I delete the continuous variables and count variables, continuous and count and time series, if I remove, balance is categorical. Or you can type manually. If less number of columns are there, type manually. If 50, 60 column names are there, copy and paste like this. In that case, don't type manually. No, sir, if I want to type manually also, not a problem. Choice is yours. So like that, I'm going to separate the continuous variables, categorical variables, and count variables. After that, what is the next one you have written? apply the descriptive statistics. So I'm applying the descriptive statistics, that is nothing but describe function on the continuous variable along with the categorical variable. So first I'm going to take the df of continuous. How to select multiple columns at a time? Df of, you have to write list of column names. Already that list of column names you have taken in the continuous now. That continuous directly right here. Continuous dot describe. Now all the continuous variables in one shot it will be completed. 10, 20, 30, how many continuous variables are there? Everything will be completed. All of them. Right? So like this you are going to have the for discrete variables and sorry for continuous variables. Similarly for discrete variables also. Df of discrete categorical dot describe. Now what is the difference between this one versus this one means? In this you are going to get count, not mean. In this describe function you are going to get the unique values and mode. For categorical variable statistics is mode. For continuous variable the statistics is mean, median and measures of dispersion. Everything will be there. Top is nothing but mode. And which one is the mode? Which that mode, for example, mode is male. Male was repeated how many times means 157. Frequency means count. For the top one, it is going to show the count. Okay. This is for categorical variables. This is for continuous variables. Is the point is clear? Everyone? Now, individually, you have to do for individually wise. Then you are going to take individually like this. First, for continuous variables, we have to apply the describe. Okay. For each continuous variable separately describe, or two continuous variable together describe. Okay. Basically, you are writing here list of continuous variables. List of, that is a list basically. How to extract the multiple columns means df of bracket inside internally list of column names. That list of column names already you have given in the continuous as a variable name and you are using that one here, right? And next coming to the next column. What is the next column? Tip. Tip is also a continuous variable. What is the next column? Gender. For gender, I'm going to, it is a categorical variable. So I'm applying the unique and value counts. What are the unique means? Females and males. And what is the value counts means? Males are 157 and females are 87. Now, can you see in the describe function also the same thing is there? Two unique categories are there, out of which top one, that is mode is male, and how many times male was repeated means 157. Is that clear now? Right? Now, what is the next column? Smoker. So now smoker, we are going to check the smoker. In the smoker, what are the categories? If anywhere you have observed third category or wrong category, immediately we have to make a note. Here it is a wrong category where we have to do the data cleaning. For example, yes and no's, caps lock no is there, caps lock YES is there. For example, you have found the third category NO, small letters NO. You have to make a note that there is a third category called as NO. It has to be replaced with the caps lock NO during the data cleaning process. We have to make a note of that. As of now, we are doing this project now. You may remember, but once we start in depth and once you go into that it will be continued for so many days now. We can't remember like that. As of now, just now you have seen the data set and just half an hour before, so you can remember. But once you enter into the data set, large data set and so many things you are going to do, right? In the real life, data exploration will take at least 1 week of time. Only stage 2 will take 1 week of time as per the pipeline. Data cleaning will take two weeks of time. Only data cleaning. Stage 3 itself will take the 2 weeks of time. Is the point is clear? Next, smoker, what is the value counts? Value counts means no and yes, where mode is no. Two categories are there. So here unique values are yes and no, and I want the number of unique values. How to check the number of unique values? Just you can apply the length function on that, or you can apply one more called as n unique. N unique means number of unique values. Or you can apply length function on this. Simply you can apply length function on this. Then also you will get the same answer. Right? Now, similarly day. For the day, what are the unique days means? Saturday, Sunday, Thursday, Friday. What are the value counts means? These are the value counts. In the notes, we have to write each and every observation, guys. Why, sir? For example, days are 4 na. Now you are able to see this one and you are able to remember na. Just wait for another 15 minutes. After 15-20 minutes, I'll ask what are the days. Let me check whether you will tell the answer or not. And after certain time, means after 1 hour, I'll ask in the smokers what is the mode of the smokers. Now you'll whether you'll tell the answer or not. Just wait for another half an hour to 45 minutes. So that once you execute multiple cells na, we'll forget the previous one. Unless we write in the notes. So every time we have to keep a notes right side to us and we have to write in this, these are the categories. This is the mode. Whichever is important. Why mode is important? Because missing values are there means we have to replace with the mode only now. Mode we important now for categorical variables. Similarly for continuous variable, mean and median values are important. For the future stage, those are important. So we have to write. For doing the analysis also, we require the categories. Day wise, how many people are visiting day wise? On Saturday, how many people? Sunday, how many people? Means first we should know how many days are there, right? So we should remember these days. So we have to write in the notes. Only again I'm saying, guys, what is the difference between the students versus professional? The students, why the students will forget the project, why they'll not understand the project means without patience they'll write the codes. Professionals, after observing each of them, they will write in the notes one by one. If I'm in the instead of in front of you in the class, if I'm sitting in the lab or if I'm in the company, I will write each and every point, whatever I have observed. After that, next point. After that, next point. Each observation, wherever it is, right? Similarly, time. Time unique values are dinner and lunch. And value counts. What is the value counts is nothing but dinner and lunch, where dinner is the mode. Next, coming to the size. So we are having a size of 1 to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And value counts are where more number of people of 2 members size visiting the restaurant. And in one shot you want to get missed by just applying the for the continuous variables describe and for categorical variable also describe function like this. Right? Next, after that, what is the next step in your notes? List of continuous variables are separated. Descriptive statistics was separated. Next. So now for continuous variable, have you checked measures of central tendency completed, measures of dispersion completed? Have you checked the skewness? No. So now we have to check the skewness also. For continuous variables, here we are going to get only the mean, median, and along with the measures of dispersion like standard deviation, minimum value, maximum value, all these things. At the same time, I'm going to check the skewness. And whether they are left skewed or right skewed means both of them are right skewed. What is the meaning of right skewed? Right skewed means right side less number of values are there. Means indirectly it is saying that total bill, high amounts of total bill, less number of people are there. Less number of people are there with high amounts of total bill. Very less number of people are there. Similarly, tip also. Total bill is less means automatically tip also will be less. Now, I'm going to observe the histogram. Now, how to observe the histogram? SNS dot hist. I'm going to apply hist plot. SNS dot hist plot. And within that, I'm going to take the total bill. So like this, I'm going to have the histogram. And what you have observed in this histogram? Right side, less number of values are there. It is a right skewed. That is okay. And you can even add the KDE is equal to true. KDE means density curve. And you can clearly see that density means less number of people are there in the right side. It is not symmetrical. The curve is not symmetrical distribution. It is not normal distribution curve. Right? Now what you have observed? More number of people comes under 10 to 20. It is a US data set. The total bill amount is in terms of dollars. So it is $10 to $20. More number of people are between $10 to $20. And it is a right skewed or left skewed means it is a right skewed. Right? Whether it is having any outliers or not means you are going to apply the box plot. Like that, you are going to observe the entire data first initially. Now, after that, data cleaning will start. Now, if I ask any question on the given raw data, first column is total bill. What is the mean of total bill? Are you having the answer or not? What is the total mean? I'm not combining any two cells. Any two columns I'm not going to combine. If I combine any two columns means it is called as analysis. Individual I'm asking. You know about what is total bill? Mean value, no. Median value, no. Standard deviation value, no. What is the minimum total bill, you know. What is the maximum amount of total bill, you know. And along with that, whether the total bill skewness also, you know. And whether the total bill has the outliers or not also, you know. Now coming to the tip also. You know what is the minimum value, maximum value, and what is the standard deviation value, right? And what is the minimum value? I mean mean value, median value, and whether it is a right skewed or left skewed, and whether it having the outliers. Why all these things means because it is a continuous variable. Now come to the gender categorical variable. Tell me how many number of unique values are there? What are the unique values? Which value was repeated more? Which is the mode? Every column you know clearly. Then if you know about each and every column very clearly, that is called as data exploration. Is the point is clear? Everyone. So for continuous variables, what we require? Write in the notes. For continuous variables. For continuous variables, what we have to observe? For continuous variables, we require minimum, maximum, mean value, median value, standard deviation value, Q3, Q1, that is not that much of important. Okay, these five: minimum value, what is the maximum value, what is the mean, median, standard deviation, and along with that skewness, distribution, that is histogram, and outliers, whether the data is having the outliers or not. These are required for the continuous variables. We have to check all of them for continuous variables. So from here to here, you are going to get by using the describe function. Skewness you are going to get by using the dot skew. Distribution you are going to get by histogram. Outliers you are going to get by using the box plot. Right? Now coming to the discrete variables. For discrete, whether it is a count variable or whether it is a categorical variable. For discrete variables, what we require is number of unique values. First we require number of unique values. Okay. Number of unique values. Next, unique values. What are the unique values? Number of completed. Now unique values. The next one is mode. Okay. Next one is value counts, category and their counts. Along with the mode, if required, plot is count plot. Only count plot. These are for the discrete variables. For each discrete variable. For each discrete variable, these are the things required. For each continuous variable, these are the things required. Is the point is clear for everyone? For each continuous variable, for each discrete variable. Now, all these things are completed for each and every column. Then data exploration is completed. For this, what are the libraries we required is pandas and Seaborn. Seaborn or Matplotlib, anything is okay. Choice is yours. Okay. Once it is completed, now we'll move on to the next one called as data pre-processing, stage number 3. Now, stage number 3 will be decided based on the observations of stage 2. In that, you have to observe whatever the wrong values or wrong data type, anything. Everything you are going to observe. Right? Now, here in my case, I'm going to check whether any wrong data is there. Which one is in the data cleaning? What is the first step? Wrong data. Is there any wrong data in my data set? No. If wrong data is there, obviously wrong data type will be there. So I have not observed in the continuous variable any wrong data. Similarly, in the categorical variable also, I have not observed any wrong data. Sir, how you know whether there is no wrong data in the continuous variable? Discrete variable, categorical variable means you have applied the unique. So obviously you'll understand. That is fine. We also understood. Like a to list. If you want, wherever you want to convert to list, like convert to list. To list. Wherever it is. Right? Now, sir, the question is, in the continuous variable, whether wrong data is there or not, how you can know? Means, very simple. I'm going to write here each and every column, that is first df of tip column, df of tip column, and I'm going to apply dot unique. I'm going to observe the unique values. Sir, here small unique values are there. Okay, it is very simple. For example, if you are having 30 lakh records are there or 3 lakhs records, like in the SQL, whatever the IMDb data set we have executed now. Now your assignment is going to be on that. IMDb data set will be your assignment. Okay. And you have to execute on that. Okay. Or I may share another data set also. You are having the data sets with you, more amount of data sets, more amount of practice if you do. Don't think that, okay, already I have completed one project. Don't think in that way. The more the data sets you practice, the more amount of experience you get. Never stop learning. Okay. Now, tip, what are the tip column is there? Dot unique. All the unique values you are going to have. Sir, here it is okay. Small data set we are observing with our eyes. But when large data set is there, how you are going to have means very simple. How to convert this one to list, guys? To list. Now, after to list, can't we apply for I in list? What are the list is there? I'm going to convert this one to list. Okay, this I'm going to write in the L is equal to. Okay, list. Now for I in L means automatically each value in the list. If I not in, okay, if type of I not in, okay, list of int comma float. Okay, if I is not in this, then L1 dot append of I, and I'm going to take one L1 here. L1 is equal to an empty list and print L1. Is there any different value miss? No. If any data type is other than int or float, it will be separated. Then in this way, we are identifying the wrong values in our data. One after one, it will only apply. 10 lakh records are there also, logic will remain same. It will only do the for loop now. Right? Just you are going to take all the unique values, which are the unique value is not in the int or float. Similarly, for categorical variables, anyways, we get the categorical variables like this, and it is categorical variable will have the limited categories every time. It will not have that much of unlimited categories, which we can't see with our eyes. It will always have the limited number of categories. Easily we can identify the wrong data in that categorical variables. Very easily we can identify. Okay. Sir, for example, you are not able to identify, then also write if the type of I is not in the string. It should be in the string format now. If it is not in the string format, it is considered as the wrong data. Okay. Now, so here there is no wrong data. There is no wrong data type. Then what is the next type of data cleaning? Duplicates. I'm going to check any duplicate records are there. Yes, there is a duplicate record. One duplicate record is available. Okay. So I'm asked first how to check number of duplicate records. df.duplicated will give whether every record is duplicated or not. I want the number of records, number of duplicate records dot sum. Just if you apply here dot sum will give you a total number of duplicate records. One record is duplicated. Now one record is duplicated. Which record that one? How to extract the duplicated record? df of condition filter. And you are going to get the duplicate record. Now what we have to do with the duplicate record? Drop the duplicates. I'm going to drop the duplicates. After dropping the duplicates, total how many records will be there? 243 records. Right? So after dropping the duplicates, whether it will be stored automatically in the df? No. Left side we have to write df is equal to. Then after dropping the duplicates, now 243 records will be stored in the df. Now let us cross check whether our df has 244 or 243. Let us cross check like this. Yes, it is 243 now. Right? Now next one is missing values. Is how many missing values are there? There is no missing values. Now box, already we have observed the box plot in the data exploration. Okay. Here histogram, along with the histogram we are going to apply the box plot. SNS dot box plot of total bill. Yes, outliers are available. Next, similarly tip also we are going to check the box plot of the tip column also. Tip column also having the outliers, box plot, this one also having the outliers. Now tell me guys, whether what I have to do with the outliers? Last bench, last person. Tell me the answer. What we have to do with the outliers? Guys, to whom I have asked, first you have understood? Last bench, last person, left side extreme corner. What we have to do with the outliers? If outliers are available, what are the options? One, remove, replace, or we have to keep as is, which is called as retrain. Now tell me, in this case, what I have to do? Should I remove the outliers? Should I replace the outliers? Or should I keep the outliers as is? What I have to do? Last, replace. Why? Reason. If the in the restaurant, one person has came with the bill. Okay, generally in that restaurant, only let us take an restaurant in Hyderabad. Okay, one restaurant is there where you are making generally the bill of 1,000 or 1,500, 1,000, like 1,200, something like this. One person has came and he has done the 10,000 bill, which is an outlier for that particular restaurant. No one will do that. Generally 10,000. Some person has came and he has done the 10,000 bill, and he's an outlier basically. Now what we are going to do? Hey, you are 10,000 outlier. So no, we are not going to accept your bill amount. Are we going to say like this? Remove that person? No. Then, though he has made the 10,000 bill also, it is outlier. So I have to bring it as per our restaurant policy. We have to replace up to maximum amount of 1,500 only. So 1,500, 2,000 is our bill amount. So I'm going to replace your bill amount to 2,000 only. Are we going to replace like this? Then 10,000 amount means 10,000 we are going to collect now. So in this example, we have to retrain, keep as is. Right? We should, that is the reason I told you that data cleaning will be decided based on the business problem. Okay, in this example, If any person's salary is very high salaries are there, are you going to say that, no, you are an outlier, I'm going to replace your salary? No, no. His salary is high, means high only. How you can replace? The only thing we can do is we cross check whether it is a wrong data, wrong entry is done. Maybe instead of 20,000, 2 lakhs. Any wrong entry was done, we'll cross check. But we are not going to replace entire values now. Some situations will be there where we have to keep outliers as it is and we have to analyze. So in this example, the outliers has to be retrained as it is. That is the reason. Is the point is clear? So every question I want the reason also. I'm saying for multiple times. You are writing one cell of the code means why. Right? So here, what are the outliers I'm going to have? I'm going to retrain the outliers. Whether outliers are available or not is in the data exploration. In the data cleaning, you are not going to clean the outliers. Retrain the outliers. Why means they are valid. Valid means they are really happened. That bill amount was really happened. So we can't delete them. Right? Is the point is clear, guys? Everyone up to here? Yes. Yeah. For example, if you set in that way, for example, you are applying the winsorization technique. Here, the person who has given the bill amount, tip amount of 10, you are going to convert to $6. Really, he has given $10 means why you have to replace with $6? Real data or it is a wrong data? Real data. And sometimes if you get everything like that also, we have to keep as it is now. Right? Now, yes, in the online, one of the students says that, yes, Pratip Kumar, please ask what are the question you are having. Pratip. Others, if you are having any questions, please ask what are the questions you are having. Yes, if any missing values are there, now that is the question, guys. What is the question is, here there is no missing values, fine. Now assume, okay, Pratip is saying that in the total bill only missing values are there. What you are going to do? In this case, what you are going to do for this business problem, if total bill consists of missing values, what you will do? If the tip amount consists of missing values, what you will do? If the gender consists missing values, what you will do? If the smoker missing values, or in the day, time, size. For each and every column, if there is a missing value, what you are going to do now? In this example, what you will do? First priority, always replace with the original data. But restaurant owner also not having the original data with him. What are the data he is having, he has shared to us. Now, what we are going to do? We are going to replace statistically. That is the answer. Why? For example, total bill amount, a person has missing values are there. Missing value is there. Only total bill is missing, remaining everything is there. Tip amount is there and gender is there, remaining everything is there, but total bill value is missing. Now, why we have to replace statistically? Question number one. Question number two. Sir, if it is, he has really paid $20, assume bill amount is $20, but mean value was given as $24. Then we are replacing wrong value, no sir. Actually, this is the question number two. So let us start with the question number one. So for example, if you are having the total bill missing value, we are going to replace statistically. Instead of replacing with a random value or instead of dropping the entire record, we are replacing with the statistical value. Okay. Now the person is not having the bill amount. Is that bill amount is going to make huge difference in the analysis? For example, loan is there. You want to take the loan from the bank. For that, if we require the salary. Salary we don't know. Salary value only missing. But can we replace salary with the mean value of other people? No, because the entire loan only depended on the salary. Now, whether your entire analysis is dependent on the total bill of a single person here? If that person announce, if for example, that person is $20, instead of that, you have replaced with $24. This is the simple question, guys. Instead of 20 to 24, you have replaced. What is the problem? In the loan amount, a person's salary, we don't know. His actual salary is 10,000. We have replaced with the average value of 25,000. It is a problem or not problem? It is a problem. Because for 25,000, the loan amount will be high. For 10,000, the loan amount will be less. But here, with the total bill 20 to 25, what is the difference you are going to get? If really it is 20, but you have replaced with 25, what is the difference? Means there is no much impact. When there is no much impact you are feeling, means you can go with the statistical replacement. No, sir, it is going to make a huge difference, means then drop NA. In that case, we can't take the risk. We have to drop. Point is clear? Now in this class, students' marks is there. Average marks I have calculated. One of the student marks is missing. One of the student marks is missing. Now tell me what I have to do. For example, if I replace, actually the student actual marks is 60. I have replaced with 80. Is there any problem? Is there any problem, miss? While doing the analysis, there will be no problem. But based on that marks, if you are giving the gold medal or if you are giving any rank to the students, miss, it is a problem. Because his wrong marks will impact other students' ranks also. In that case, it is a problem. Understand the difference. For example, I am taking your marks. I have got all your marks. 20 students' marks are there. 20 records are there. In that, one of the missing value is there. Now, with that marks, there is no use. For example, in the certificate, I am not going to print your marks. Or based on that, I am not going to give the gold medal or silver medal or anything. Based on the marks, no. Or based on that marks, we are not going to decide the ranks. Just these marks are used for to check your knowledge itself. That is the scenario. Now in this case, whether the marks, if you replace with the mean, any problem? Miss, no problem. But with that marks, in the Naresh IT certificate, you are going to get the printed marks. 80%, 85%, something will be printed in the Naresh IT certificate. Now in that case, if any missing values are there, I can't replace with the mean now. Then automatically what happens? His marks might be increased, his marks may be decreased. There is going to be a problem. In that case, I can't take the risk. Simply, I will collect the original data and I will replace. If original data is not there also, I will not consider this record. I will not consider this record. So here, completely decided based on the business problem. If marks are there, means you have to ask the question, with this marks, what you are going to do? These marks are going to be printed on the certificate. Based on these marks, are you going to evaluate the students? Based on these marks, are you going to give any imposition to the students? Or based on these marks, are you going to give any punishment? Or based on these marks, are you going to give any kind of prize money? Or these marks are casual marks? There is in your school, have you written the slip test? Slip test, unit test, quarterly test, half yearly, like this have you written in the school days? Now, what are the slip tests you have written? Whether that slip test is having any impact on the overall marks? Half yearly marks will have the impact on the overall marks. Both the marks are different now. Slip test marks are not having importance. Half yearly marks are having the importance. But both are marks only now. Marks is not same. Right? Every marks are not same. Is the point is clear? Scenario is important. Business problem and that scenario is important. Is that clear? Example wise. Both the marks, both are called as exams only. Half yearly is also called as exams only. Slip test is also called as exam only. Half yearly after a half, if you write exam, you will get the marks. In the slip test also, you will get the marks. But that marks is not having importance. Half yearly marks are having the importance in the progress report. Difference is clear? So here each and every column name we have to understand along with the business problem. Now in this example, to be more simplified, if in the gender, one of the person, I don't know the value missing. If I replace with male means what happens? If I replace with female means what happens? Is going to make any difference or not? Yes or no? It is not going to make any difference means replace with statistically. No sir, it will make huge difference means drop that. Don't take the risk, drop. It makes the difference means drop. It doesn't make any difference means replace. It doesn't make much difference. Slight difference will be there. That is which is negligible. Is the points are clear? Everyone? Pratik, your question is clear? Now let us move on to the step number 4. That is analysis. Everyone is clear, right? Now you'll understand automatically in what order we have prepared. Right? Why we have completed statistics before and why we have completed SQL before and why we collected the, because the data will be in the SQL. So after SQL only this all will come now. After SQL, which one will come? Pandas will come. After pandas, which one will come? Statistics will come. Without pandas statistics, we can't learn because we have to do practical application of statistics means pandas is required. Otherwise, only theory part of statistics will be completed. Practical part will not be completed. And data cleaning. Now, finally, analysis. Very simple. Now, I will show you what is the meaning of analysis. Data transformation will be applicable only in the inference statistics. Here you are not applying inference statistics, so no need to apply skewness to convert to skewness to normal distribution. In this example, you no need to do. Coming to the data dimension reduction, I'll explain. Now, what is dimension reduction means reducing the number of columns. Now, when you are going to reduce the number of columns means here, one, take a note, dimension reduction. Heading is dimension reduction. Dimension reduction or column selection or variable selection. Three of them are same. Okay. First one is dimension reduction. Heading is dimension reduction. Dimension reduction means reducing the number of columns. Means dropping the unimportant variables. Drop unimportant variables. How to identify unimportant variables means first drop the column that consists of all the records as unique values. This is the first one. Drop the column that consists of all the records as unique values. Example, serial number, name of the person, like this. There will be no use because from that we are not going to analyze anything. Every person one record will be there. Drop the column that consists of all the records of unique values. All the records of unique values like serial number, name of the person, Aadhaar card, PAN card, email ID, phone number. All these columns will be deleted because there will be no use. Employee ID also. Every person will have different ID now. What analysis you will apply on that? How many employee IDs are starting with the letter 1? Or how many names are starting with the S letter? What is the use of those? Right? Now drop the column that has all the same values, all the records of same values. If everything is same, like male, means indirectly you are giving the male data to us. If you apply count plot also, there will be no use because you are going to get only one bar. If you apply histogram also, for continuous variable, if you apply also, you'll get one bin only. There'll be no use. You'll not observe anything from that. Next, drop the column that has the low standard deviation. Drop the column that has low variance or low standard deviation, or drop the column that has more than 30% of missing values. These are the 4 things. Done? Completed? Now, the next step is analysis. This is most important part for analyst. Now, for this data set, frame at least 10 questions. Write 10 questions in your notes of your choice. What are the questions you want? Minimum 10, maximum unlimited. I'm going to give you next 5-10 minutes. How many questions? If you are, for example, you are the restaurant owner. First, let me explain the scenario. Based on that, you create the questions. You are the restaurant owner. And in your restaurant only 4 days are completed. You started the restaurant on the Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 4 days. After fourth day, Monday, you want to do the analysis. For last 4 days, you want to do the analysis. Why you have to do the analysis means based on that, you want to do the business. For example, more number of people are coming for the night hours. Night time they are coming means you want to make some special dishes in the night hours. If more number of people are coming for the dinner time is, I mean lunchtime is, lunchtime you want to create the some special dishes or something like this, right? And you want to attract the more number of people. This is your requirement. If you are the restaurant owner and you want to do the analysis of 4 days after the restaurant has run for 4 days, what are the things you want to observe as a restaurant owner? What are the things you want to observe from this data set? Create the questions, no need of answers, only questions. Write all the questions. Using this data set, how many questions you can frame? Frame all the questions. First scenario is clear. Like example, one of the question I'm saying, what is the average bill amount of males and females? Males are making more amount of bill, females are making a lunchtime more amount of people are coming or dinner time more amount of people are coming. And what is the average bill amount during the lunchtime and during the dinner time? Like this. Create questions. Uh, Here, can you provide extra knowledge how to extract data from Oracle server, MySQL server, and load in the Python and Power BI? Sure. We'll discuss that. At the end, we'll discuss that. Okay. For everything to load in the Python, we are having the functions. To load in the Power BI, when we enter into the Power BI, you'll understand automatically how the connections will be given in the Power BI. Right? Done. Done. Frame. Frame. Minimum 10, maximum unlimited. No restriction. Guys, apply your own logic. If you are the restaurant owner, what you want to observe generally to improve your business? Done? Completed? Questions? Completed? Yes. So for each and every question, I want the answer. Whatever you have written the questions now, for that I want the answers. That is your assignment for today. For your questions only. For each and every question of yours, I want the answer. That is the work of a data analyst in the company also. What you are going to do now, that is the work of data analyst in the company. We have to create the questions. We only have to create the answer. We have to get the answers. And from that answers, what we have observed. That is the work. Questions are by me. Answers are by us. Observations by us. And finally, what we have observed, we have to present. That is the work of data analyst, basically. Right? Answers for all your questions in the tomorrow. And in that, which question you have felt most difficult now, that question has to be posted to me. Means you have to ask me tomorrow in the class. Okay? Just give a try. It is not compulsory. Give a try. Maximum efforts you give from your end to get the answers of your questions only. Don't see others' questions also. Now your questions are completed. Still you can add some more questions. Add. The more the number of questions in this class, which student will add now? He is the top data scientist, sorry, top data analyst in this class. He is the top person who will add more number of questions along with the answers. Not only questions, along with the answers, and who has observed more things. His logical thinking is more. His logical thinking power is more, and he is the top data analyst in this class. Let's see who will create the more number of questions in the tomorrow's class. If you want to add more questions also, add. Tomorrow, I want to see. I'll ask each and every student how many questions you have framed and what are the answers of each. How many questions answers you have received. Right? If any student says that, sir, I have completed 50 questions or 45 questions or something, Let us see which student has done the top. Okay, in this class tomorrow I'll observe. Right? Anyone has any questions? Tomorrow we'll complete this one and I'll share the assignment also for you. Once you are ready, by this Sunday, once you are ready, we'll conduct the hackathon. As I've told you earlier, one hackathon will be conducted now. That will conduct. Once you are ready, not now immediately. First prepare properly. Done, guys? If any questions, you can ask. What are the questions you are having? If no questions, you can leave. For each and every question, I want the answer. Tomorrow, I will start from my end. Now, Chetan is asked, sir, in the step 2 exploration, we have just observed histoplot, box plot. But in the step 3, we have done the cleaning. We have observed the box plot and outliers. How we need to replace, remove, or retrain? Already you know the code for replace now in the data cleaning. Chetan, if there is outliers, if you want to replace, we are going to use the clip. Okay, function name is clip, and you are going to give the upper limit and lower limit values. If you want to remove the outliers, you are going to select the index numbers and click on the drop. First, you have to separate the outliers and dot index. You have to get the index numbers of outliers and you have to click on the drop. Use the drop and you have to drop. Retrain means keep as it is. Chetan. Yeah, others, if you're not having any questions, you can leave. Yes, in the step 3 itself, we have to do this. Data cleaning is the part of step 3. Data cleaning is the part of the step 3. Right? Sir, why we are converting all this to list? If you want as a list, you are going to convert. No means no. 1 minute. Upload చేశాను చూడండి.